Hey guys, what's up? Robert Benson here. What I wanted to talk about today was a problem that I ran into and a solution that I came up with. Some of you may know about this already, but I have this GGS Viewfinder, the 3.0 Perfect. It's actually a great viewfinder, a great product, I think, worth the 60 bucks or whatever it is that I paid. I don't remember now, it was a long time ago. But obviously, for shooting outdoors, even with Magic Lantern, for me, maybe not so much for you, depending how young you are, it's kind of hard to see the focus peaking on Magic Lantern and the LCD without one of these in bright daylight, so definitely need to use one of these. Problem was, I used to have this on my 7D, and what you have to do is glue this on to the camera. Now, it comes with adhesive, which is essentially two-sided Scotch tape that you peel off the little protector and then you stick this on your LCD. What I got here was the problem with that was that the adhesive was not real strong, and I found that this thing, if I bumped it a little bit, would just peel it right off, and I'd stick it back on and it would just keep coming off. So what I did was I ended up taking this and using double-sided mounting tape and stuck it to my 7D, which worked great. I could actually hold the camera up by this and shake it and it wouldn't come off. The problem was that when I wanted to take the double-sided mounting tape off of my 7D, that was a major problem. I had to scrape it off with a razor knife, and I scratched at my camera and all that good stuff. So I didn't want to do that here with the 5D. So what I did was I went out and got me one of these guys right here. This is also from GGS. Same company makes the Viewfinder. Very good product. I'm going to leave product description or product links in the description of the video, but make sure that you get the right one for your camera. This is for the 5D2, okay, the camera I'm using here. But each one is different. They're all a little slightly different shape and so on. So make sure you get the right one for your camera or it will not work. I used to have one for my 7D, as I mentioned. And this guy would not fit on there. Now the way this works is on the back of your camera you have your little eyepiece, and this comes off. You can just kind of squeeze the two ends and it slides right off, and then this guy slides on over that, and then you can slide your eyepiece back over that. That does obviously protects your LCD screen, but also now I can glue this guy onto here and not have to worry about destroying my camera when I take it off. Now, you may be tempted to take the glass out of one or both of these pieces. I don't think there should be a problem taking it out of this, but I don't recommend taking it out of this because then this it's kind of thin plastic and it might flex, which would cause this to not stay on very well. So what I recommend is either take this piece of glass out or not, and then mount this on. Obviously you're going to want to clean the inside of this glass really well and the outside of this glass really well. If you don't take this glass off, or you'll never be able to clean it. And if there's a smudge or fingerprint and something in there, and you stick this on, you're going to have a problems getting it off and cleaning it. So make sure this is nice and clean before you do this. And the way I did it on my 7D is I basically took some mounting tape. We'll pretend this is mounting tape. There's a little thing you peel off, and then I just kind of lined it up to the edges, looking through the glass, and then push it on real hard. And then I used a razor knife to cut off the excess outside the edges, and then just flip it over, pull the other adhesive protection strip or whatever you call it on the back there off on all the sides, and then stuck this on my camera. Now you need to make sure that this thing is straight and also not too close to the eyepiece, and that's because this guy it's got this little button right here, and if it's too close, it's going to cause a problem. So I recommend that you once you got your adhesive on there, you put this on inside and get it kind of lined up, and you can do it with the side without this, or whatever you need to do to make sure that it's straight, and just kind of the way I'm going to do it is just kind of lightly stick the top on here like this at an angle, and then just kind of lever it down. If you want to do it that way. If you're real careful with the double-sided adhesive, it won't stick unless you once you push real hard on it, then it'll stick. So you can kind of play with it a little bit. Just make sure you've got enough clearance between your eyepiece and this, because there's a button right here, which is what you're supposed to press to get this little piece to pull it off of here. You want to make sure you're able to get to that piece. That could be on the top or the bottom. It really doesn't make a difference, because you can pull it off and flip it around at will. Anyway, description, links to the products down in the description of the video here. Hope this was helpful for you. If it was, feel free to like the video, subscribe, leave comments. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them as soon as I can. Take care.